Happy New Year! I hadn't talked to you guys for a while on video. I know a lot of changes have been happening over the past couple of months, and I know a lot of you guys follow me on social, so a lot of you know about some major changes that have happened over the past few months. First off, I have joined Remax Essential back to my old home base here in Wilmington, North Carolina, so very excited about that. Also, launched my coaching practice, so working with a lot of real estate agents now and helping develop their businesses and doing amazing things. Also doing a little coaching on the buyer and seller side as well, getting them integrated in how our markets work. So lots of big changes here. Now, one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about is what is happening in Wilmington and the surrounding Cape Fear area in the markets. So we have just actually gotten some interesting news now that we are out of 2025 and into a fresh start, Year of the Horse, my favorite animal. Well, outside of dogs and cats, of course. Year of the Horse hopefully is going to be galloping through and bringing some really positive changes for us here in the real estate market. But what was very interesting is that 2025 was, well, we haven't had such a rough year since 1995. Actually, that was the year that I started in real estate. Probably why I got so tenacious in my business since, you know, when you start a career and it's on the lower end of where things should be, you know, you start off and you get tough. And anyway, we have muscled through 2025, still had some really stellar closings, some really good transactions go through, but we have and it's pretty much very visible for the end of the year, for December 2025's numbers. Average days on market's floating around 80 for Wilmington, 86 for Brunswick County. I think as a whole, we're looking between 80 and 90 days on market, which is our average days on market inventory, which we were complaining about last year. We didn't have enough inventory. The inventory is here. What we are seeing right now is on transactions, if a home is priced correctly, and guys, I know I harp on this all the time, but if a home is priced correctly, it will stay below the average. That's a good one. It's going to take more exposure, more showings. I believe the average showings to sales right now is probably at about 10 to 11 showings before you get the contract right now across the board. Inventory is definitely ticked up. Days on market is ticked up. And there's a big gap from where we were actually back in October and November to where we are now. So the market's definitely slowed down quite a bit. But there is some good news on the horizon. I know we are expecting an interest rate drop in the next couple of months. That should help boost us a little bit more. And I will say over the past, I guess like 2 weeks now, right? So we're in the middle of January. Over the past 2 weeks, I have seen an uptick in showing activity on all of the listings that I'm currently carrying right now. So, spring market, here we go again. God, I feel like I just had this conversation with you guys. Spring market is not too far in the future. If you're thinking about getting ready to get on the market, now is the time to start having those conversations, go through pricing, and start really drilling down on where the home value actually is for the potential listing of your property. But look, don't think you're going to come out, hey, let's just try it high and bring the price down. If your agent gives you a really solid range of numbers where you need to be, or if I give you a solid number of where your range needs to be, don't go to the high end. Go middle to low. Expect to offer some concessions, but get it priced right. You will not be on the market as long as you think. Aggressive pricing and aggressive market strategy. Lots of exposure, lots of social media, and open houses. They're back. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of January, and I will see you in February for the February market update. Thanks, guys.